Today's horoscope, Aries, April 26, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. Early today, while you could strongly want to develop your favorite projects or focus on building what you have, part of you is drawn to exploring various options and ideas. Consider that mental and physical energies are inconsistent with one another temporarily, and do your best not to expect too much. Seeking balance makes the most sense now. The moon moves into your sign, meeting Mercury there, and your desire to express yourself is stronger than usual. Others are taking a special interest in you. You are a little more open about expressing your ideas, but someone else, while communicative and interested, could be holding something back. A moderate approach to the day works best right now. For months now, you have experienced the transformative power of Pluto in your solar of friendships and connections. This has gifted you mighty friends and a social circle who are unafraid of their intensity. However, Pluto will violently clash with Mars in the sky over the coming days. With these two hot-headed forces in direct opposition, it foretells that a lover or someone in your social circle could have some very aggressive and dominating opinions about your morals and how you're running your life. Don't fight back table discussions until later because, in the end, you know what you believe to be true regardless of what others have to say. Make sure you have a clear perception of your emotional state. You might accidentally say something unprofessional when the moon enters your sign, forming a conjunction with Neptune in your sign and Mercury in your sign. The hazy cosmic energy suggests that you let your emotions take the lead in your professional interactions and discussions. Although this could make a significant impact on what you are saying, it might not be the best way to handle a professional situation. Try not to let your emotions influence your conversations too much. You can be motivated to achieve a great deal under the influence of today's celestial atmosphere. If you were running on empty recently, this is the boost of fuel that you needed to scale further heights. Resentment can also be an issue during this transit, so keep yourself healthy in every aspect. Drink plenty of water, exercise every day, and eat foods that agree with your system. Avoid junk food and excess sugar at all costs. That is not what you need right now. You probably won't be anywhere near as social today as you usually are. There's a vibration in the air, and this can see you far more serious than usual. If there are things on your mind that need to be taken care of, you won't be able to ignore them. Go with the flow and do what you need to. Talk to the people involved and find out any information that you require. Concentrating will not be a problem for you at all. While the moon was in Aries when Neptune returned at the end of last month, it was just hours away from leaving and they never aligned. Instead, in the early days of your birthday month and as an eclipsing new moon, the focus was more on the launch of your new solar. The moon has come full circle to find the sun gone, but this time, it will spend its early hours aligned with Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, for the first time in Aries in 150 years. This is a window into a sense of what's possible. It is during the moon's final hours in a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart that it will align with Venus, for the last time before the planet of love leaves and returns to Aries next week. With Mars starting to face some pushback in his early days in your romantic sector, while Venus continues to take your heart on a nostalgic trip down love's memory lane, there is time to first take care of any roadblocks or barriers, whether real or imagined. Daily Planetary Overview. Today brings with it a unique blend of challenges and opportunities, all wrapped up in the cosmic dance between Mercury and Saturn. As Mercury in steady Taurus squares off with Saturn in wise but stern Aquarius, you might find yourself navigating through a morning that feels more rigid than usual. Communication could feel blocked, conversations might come off more serious than intended, and there's a strong possibility that misunderstandings leave you questioning whether your words are being heard at all. If you wake up feeling like your thoughts are foggy or your ideas are being met with resistance, know that you're not alone. This energy can feel like walking into a room with something important to say, only to be met with silence or worse, criticism. Maybe it's a boss who doesn't see the value of your work, a friend who seems emotionally distant, or even just your own inner voice being harsher than usual. Saturn has a way of turning up the volume on doubt, especially when it clashes with Mercury, the planet of communication and thought. But here's the thing, just because progress feels slow doesn't mean you're not moving forward. Saturn teaches us patience, structure, and discipline, not to hold us back, but to help us build something that lasts. So if your ideas are being tested today, it might be a sign that they're worth refining, not discarding. What feels like a setback could actually be a valuable pause that gives you time to reflect, regroup, and strengthen your message. You might also notice a desire to retreat into your own world, especially as Mercury forms a soft, dreamy sextile to Neptune in Pisces later in the day. After the morning's tension, this aspect offers a much-needed release. You may catch yourself daydreaming, listening to music that stirs the soul, or seeking the comfort of creative outlets. If you're an artist, a writer, or someone who simply enjoys the escape of imagination, this is your invitation to lean into that. Sometimes, when the external world feels too heavy, turning inward isn't avoidance, it's healing. Maybe you're reminiscing about a simpler time, imagining how things could be different, or finding comfort in a fictional world. That's okay. Give yourself that grace. Just don't forget to come back to the present when you're ready with a little more clarity and a renewed perspective. This afternoon could bring a welcomed shift in mood. As Neptune's influence washes over the mind, the stressors from earlier in the day may start to lose their weight. You may realize that the deadlines you were rushing to meet can be adjusted, or that the conversation you were dreading doesn't need to happen right now. There's relief in letting go of the illusion of urgency. If you can, take some time to reconnect with people who lift your spirits. A casual chat with a friend, a walk outside, or a moment of laughter can do wonders for your energy. Even just taking a break from the screens and to-do lists to let your mind wander can help you reset. Creative projects, especially ones without pressure or deadlines, can bring a sense of fulfillment. Let yourself doodle, write, bake, or build something simply because it brings you joy. This day is a beautiful mix of grounded realism and imaginative escape. It challenges us to find the balance between structure and surrender, between getting things done and letting things flow. If you're feeling overwhelmed, remember, it's okay to not have all the answers today. Progress isn't always linear, and productivity doesn't always mean output. Sometimes, showing up for yourself, listening to your needs, and choosing kindness over criticism is the most important step forward. What about you? Have you had a day where everything felt like a struggle until something shifted and suddenly things didn't seem so bad? Or a moment when creative inspiration found you after you'd almost given up? I'd love to hear how you've worked through moments like this. Share your experience in the comments. We grow stronger when we support each other. Let today be a gentle reminder. Even when the skies feel stormy, clarity always returns. You're doing better than you think.